Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 5 Minute Crochet Podcast. I'm your host, Ellen Gormley. Nice to meet you. It's Monday morning. I'm running a little bit late for the 5 Minute Podcast, but my 8 o'clock client canceled, so I gave myself a few extra minutes to do makeup. Anyway, hello. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. So today's Monday, and it's time to get back into whatever routines you have starting on Monday. Maybe Monday is not a start of a new day for you, but at least we can have a new attitude and get at our goals. So one of my goals is to teach for you the interlocking circles blanket motif as soon as possible. So I am diving into my yarn stash right now, trying to think of colors. I want to, good morning, Linda. Good morning, Brian. So you know that the original one that I showed you was in blues and greens, very, very pretty. So now I'm in my stash trying to choose a couple colors. Good morning, Carlene. Good morning. So I'm thinking that I should make this with a wedding in mind, and if I can get this video up and moving, it might be, I mean, it's a little tight for wedding season. A lot of weddings are already happening this season. We've got a couple invitations to weddings at the end of May, so it's not likely that I could make this blanket in time for that, but you know, it's a good theme. So I have some white and I have some cream, which kind of reminds me of like golden rings, so maybe a 50th anniversary blanket. Of course, a blanket in white, you know, is going to require some washing and maintenance every so often, but I think it might be a pretty tutorial. The other option that I grabbed was this kind of masculine, androgynous, neutral, I guess is more the appropriate word. So, or kind of burnt terracotta and gray. This is two different brands, but they're both worsted weight, and they're both the same. No, they're not the same content. So I would need to pick something of the same fiber content. One is acrylic and the other one is wool. So I need to make sure and choose yarns that are of the same fiber content, but I'm thinking maybe something like this. So I don't know. I need to go through my stash again and see what I can find. It's hard to pick colors. And it's hard to pick colors when I want two of the same brand and the same fiber content, and so I need to go through my other stash drawers and see what I can find. But my idea is to do something wedding. Have you ever made a blanket or an object as a wedding gift? So years ago, back when I somehow had a ton more time than I do now, when Mara, believe it or not, was 1, oh my gosh, 20 years ago, I made for my best friend at the time, my lifelong friend Kim. She's still my friend, but I don't get to talk to her as much anymore. Always a fan of the burnt orange. Makes sense. Mr. Clemson. Okay. I made for her and her husband 2 blankets. I made his and hers blankets. I made the same, both of them were cream and gray, but they were opposites. So they were those mile a minute, like long strips blankets, and I made hers with the white as the cream as the main color and the gray as the accent. And then I made him one where the gray was the main color and the cream was the accent. So they were foils or opposites to each other, but they were the exact same blanket, and I made them his and hers matching gray and cream blankets for their wedding gift. But boy, can you imagine? I can't even imagine having that much time anymore to be able to do 2 blankets for one wedding. But that was back before I was a full-time designer, and I guess I did it while she was napping. I don't know how it all worked. But anyway, have you ever made a gift for a wedding? Please leave a comment below if you have, and if you have any votes on what color I should make the swatch for the interlocking circles blanket or the wedding ring blanket or whatever I'm going to call it. I'm not sure. If you want to give a suggestion below on what I should call it, I'd be glad to consider it. I know I sold the design to Leisure Arts, but I don't think they ever published it, and I'm going to tweak the math on it a little bit because when I ripped it apart I wasn't completely thrilled, and after 20 years more of knowledge, oh nice, okay, never for a wedding, only baby showers, brick red, okay, Carlene made the Remembering Bruges blanket. When I took it apart, I realized that I wanted to do something mathematically a little bit different, and after 20 some years of experience, it's okay for me to tweak something a little bit if I can find a more efficient way to do it. So that's all for today. Leave a comment, give a thumbs up if you don't mind, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Start Monday with great optimism and renewed energy, and let's get this. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye.